Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. I am just going to wait 1 second here and make sure I am in the right spot. Hoping you can see me on Sue's paper creation page and out in the world of YouTube. Let me just see here. Okay, I think I am in the right spot. Awesome. I go back and forth between taping some unlisted classes that I do for my appreciation classes and my club classes and going live. So I always, once I go back on and I just click the live, I always hope I'm in the right spot, and it looks like I am there. So welcome everyone. Hello and happy Wednesday evening. Looks like we've got quite a few people hopping on now. This is amazing. I did put out a little post yesterday on when I will be going live this week. I hope that helps you out. And I will try and do that and keep you in the loop of when I'm going to be going live within the week. Okay, perfect. We got lots of people here. Hello. Okay, this is great. So for those of you that may have just kind of landed here on my page and are joining me for the first time, welcome to Sue's Paper Creations. For those of you that were old friends, it's always amazing to see your names there. I can picture some of your faces, those that I've had a chance to meet in person. After, a long day at work, it's always nice to see you guys there. It always brightens my evening. And I am excited to create an adorable slimline card is what we're going to create tonight using a brand new bundle that was just released. So Stampin' Up! Released brand new stuff yesterday, and it is amazing. Sometimes it can be hard to know what is current and what stuff is new, where to find it, because Stampin' Up! Has entered that, I guess, digital world of that. It's not just in your publication that you get every year. So this is our annual catalog where we have quite a few of our stuff in here, and it is released every May. It has amazing stuff in it. If you do not have a demonstrator within Canada and you would like a copy of this, I am mailing some of them out. So I've got a few actually to mail out tomorrow. They're in my bucket to take to the post office. So there is a catalog request form in my master link of all the stuff to stay in the know with what I'm doing. Okay, so you'll find it in there. Okay, this is great. Okay, we've got quite a few people hopping on. So as I was saying, new stuff was released. Sometimes it's hard to know where to find it. So I am going to take a minute. I'll do that in a few minutes after I let you know everything that we're going to be doing tonight, because there's a lot of fun stuff. And I will actually share my screen. I'm going to go on as if you were to just hop on to the Stampin' Up! Website. I'll show you where you can find my online store and see where I am if you are within Canada. And I'll show you exactly where you can find all of the new stuff that was released, because sometimes it's hard to know that. Okay. Now, I'm giving away a couple card kits tonight. I have got one that is the June card kit, and I think I have a couple of the cards right here. I'm going to be taping this video. We have had so much stuff that is been going on, exciting things at our house. Let's see, I spent the day with Katie over in Vancouver. We had a great time with her and a good friend of hers. We had friends come from out of town and visit, family friends, as well as a good friend that I used to work with for years and years that I miss dearly, and she is in town, so got to visit with her. We had a engagement party here on Friday. It has just been, oh my goodness, so much fun and exciting things that I have to tape this fun fold this evening. So I'm going to be doing that after my live. So those of you who have kits coming out in the mail, you qualified for my appreciation fun fold, which I do every single month. So if you place an order through me and it's $50 or more, I send out a kit that has, you make 3 cards using a certain fold. So this here is one of the cards, and I'm gonna give away one of these kits tonight, and then I will send you the video. So I thought this was a cute little fold. So there's the Let's Celebrate. We've got a little birthday, and then you open it up. Okay, so that is the fold. Here's another one, and I've got one more that I just have to put the flowers on, but I will be, look at that, isn't that cute? I don't know about you, but I feel you're not 29 anymore. Isn't that cute? Okay, so those are 2 of the cards that are going to be within this kit. I will be giving this away during our live, and if you are within Canada, then I will be able to mail you out the kit. If you are not within Canada and I happen to come across you as we count down, I will be doing a video, and I can always send you the video, okay? All right, so that is one. Number 2, I found this in a box, and it is a fun fold from last April. So I am gonna give that away. It's actually got 3 different folds in it. I vaguely remember them. And it has a video and everything. So that is going out to someone too. I found a treasure, so I'm going to give it away. All right. Okay, so I am going to pop you down to my workspace. I'm going to show you the bundle that I'm going to be using. First, actually, let's take a minute, and I'm just going to share my screen. I'm going to be really quick, and I will show you where you can find all the new stuff. And then we are going to get down to creating, okay? So let's share the screen here. There we go. You guys should be able to see that nice and clear. I am pretty sure. There we go. I am just going to head on over to my screen so you can see it. So that should be good for you to see. So this is the Stampin' Up website. Canadian. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Victoria, BC, on the west coast of Canada. So I am within Canada. So if you need to find me, you would pop in right here, SUEPHILIP. Let's do a little search, and there I am in Victoria, BC. Okay, so this is where you would find my website, Shopping with Sue. There I am there. You want to know what was new and released recently. We have got, if anyone is scrapbookers out there, they have got an amazing scrapbooking whole 3-day, 8 hours a day online event. You can still get the kits, I believe, and it makes 12 double layouts. It's amazing. You make one for each month of the year, so you can still do that. But let's just go into the what's new. So new arrivals. So you can go here in the new arrivals section, and it will take you to everything that is new. And everything that is new is pretty much on the online exclusive stuff. Okay, so we have got some kits. This one here, I just have to show you because it is fantastic. and a good friend of mine, Lori Bradley from St. Louis, Missouri, and I are going to be doing a very special event. We are going to be doing a bingo event, and we are going to come together so people from US as well as Canada, we can come together. We're going to do a Zoom together. We are going to create all 12 of these cards. There's 12 cards in this kit. And then we are also going to do all alternative projects using all of these pieces to show you different things you can do with it. So this is what is included in the kit. Basically everything you need. You just need some scissors, and this kit is available. So if you want to join Lori or I am going to have a link up probably by tomorrow morning, and you will be able to sign up for our exclusive Zoom event where we're going to be playing 6 bingo games. We are going to be showing you, we're each going to be creating the cards and showing you alternative projects. It's going to be so fun. And to join us, all you have to do is grab one of these kits under Lori or myself, okay? So I will share that with you. But this is some of all of the online exclusives that just got released. And I gotta see if I can find my little tractor. Where are you? It's gotta be in here. Okay. So many amazing things. This suite here, Perfectly Pairs, is beautiful. This is what I'm going to be playing with tonight, is our Tractors and Co bundle. That is what the feature bundle is going to be for tonight. We're going to make a really cool extra long, like a tractor with a couple different extensions, and it's going to be pulling all sorts of fun stuff. But you can see that there is, we've got an added jar of joy, which matches our other our bundle, our jar bundle, and the other stamp set. So this is an additional one that's just for Christmas. Yeah, you could just have a look through the online exclusives, and you can see, just go to the what's new, you can see everything that is coming out. Okay, I just wanted you guys to know where that was. Okay, now we are going to, I don't want to finish my live. I just don't want to share my screen anymore. Let's go back. Nope, come on. Let's go here. I'm sure you guys now, where am I, right? There we are. Okay, that's what I want, and I want to get rid of that. Okay, we're back. All right, so that is took all info that you shared on our tour. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad that that tour of my craft room, if you haven't seen it, I did do a tour of the craft room not too long ago, and it was so clean at the time. And look, my table behind me, it's got stuff all over it. So I swear it stays clean for a day, and then the creativity begins again, right? Okay, let's create. All right, so here we have got our goodies for tonight. These are the dies that are in the Tractor and Co. And I have got the stamp set. Here it is. Isn't this adorable? So this is one of the new online exclusives. Hello, Pat. Lots of people hopping on. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. This is so exciting. I love bringing everyone together for some creative fun. We have got this stamp set. I love it because it's got the thinking of you. It's got a birthday. It's got a little hay with a little chicken. Love it. Season's greetings, because it does have these beautiful trees. And then thanks for pulling me through. So it's got, kind of a fall theme to it. You could definitely do it at Christmas time, but I think that you could also play with it, and you could fill the back of the tractor with flowers or vegetables or toys, whatever you have got that you want to stick in the back of a tractor. It could be moving anything. You could do presents into one little portion of it, and then you could have another cart in behind that had a birthday cake if you want to do something really kind of fun and creative, and have balloons in the background. So you can have a great time with this one. I think I'm going to do pumpkins and some hay. in the back of this one. And then I will get creative and do a few other ones that I'll put some kind of fun alternative stuff in. Okay, so these are the pieces. We have got pieces for the tractor, and I have cut out a bunch of them here just so I'm not like saying goodbye to you for 5 minutes and rolling my machine back there. So instead I've pre-cut some things, but you've got pieces for the tractor, the seat, the details, tires, and then these little fenders that go on there. We've got the little cart here as well as the main part of the tractor, insides of the wheels. Then you've got your pieces to cut out, your hay, and all of the different stamps that are on there. Okay, so it is lots of fun. It's got this little separate one, which I thought was awesome, because if you're doing Christmas, instead of stamping the trees, which look amazing as well, but you could just put 3 of these die cuts in the back too for Christmas time, for Christmas trees. So that is the dies. And the stamp set you've seen. So I'm going to get started with doing a little bit of stamping and die cutting out. And then we're going to put all of these tractor pieces together. You're going to see how all of these come together. And because we're doing a slimline, as soon as I saw this tractor, I thought I have to do a slimline because it's great because it will fit right on the card. So we are going to do like a double little cart here thing on the back of the tractor, and we're going to fill it, put it this way, and we're going to fill it full of good stuff. Okay, so there is some of the pieces. So all I have to do is I have to stamp a few things, and I'm going to use some new colors. So I'm going to use some of the in colors. I'm going to start with the Darling Duckling is what I'm going to do the hay out of. And this was a new stamp set. I usually peel off the cover and then I show you that. I always like to just use, this is just an eraser. It was one that one of my girls had when she went to, I don't know, probably elementary school. It's that old. I think it has, looks like it is Molly because it's got an M on there. But I just lightly rub this over top of my photopolymer stamps, because when they first come through they have a really kind of slick surface on them, and I want to just take that slick kind of film off of there so that the ink clings to the stamps right away and stamps nice and solid. So I condition my stamps with that, and you want to find, you know, some type of rubber eraser that is not going to be super, like it's not going to leave a bunch of bits and pieces. Okay, now this is the first time I've used my Darling Duckling, and as our new ink pads come, they are full of ink. So we're going to just see how this goes. Like, look at how much ink is on there. There's a lot. I'm going to stamp it once, and then I'm going to stamp it again, and you get a little bit more detail. Okay, when it's full of ink and you have the little details of these little gaps, it's definitely harder to see the detail. I'm going to just grab one of my stamps that are my ink pads. Let's see. Let's grab this one just to compare, because this one is one that is not so new, and you can just see the difference. So you can use, and you'll be able to see the detail a little bit more. So see, I'll get it to focus for me. See how you can see the detail more in that one, where this one, because there's so much ink on it, you can't see it as much. You can move your ink to the side a little bit. So you know what, as you may have seen when I did my little tour of my craft room, I am not, I guess, a tricky, like I don't have elaborate things to store things or to use when I'm crafting. I'm very practical. I'm going to move my ink aside. I'm going to use basically the edge of a pen. Okay, and I'm going to, I know it's very technical, right? That is me. And I'm going to just move some of the ink off to the side. This is a new ink pad, so I just want to move it so that, see how this doesn't have as much ink on it? We're going to see if that makes a difference, and I'll just wipe that pen down in a second. But we'll see how that makes a difference when, oh, it's still pretty juicy though, but when I stamp it. Okay. See how that makes a difference? And you can see the detail, right? So that's the difference between having all that ink in the grooves because there's so much ink on your ink pad versus not. Okay, so I wanted to show you that little trick, and then I will disperse it back evenly. In fact, when I go and I re-ink my ink pads, I add a bunch of re-inker, and I have like a pencil that I use, not the pen. That's just what I had right here, and I move the ink back and forth. Okay, a little side lesson for you. Okay, now I'm going to do the pumpkin, and I'm going to use my pumpkin pie. That seems fitting. And then I am going to add a little bit of extra detail with some Timid Tiger. Okay, so I'm going to add, just want to see how this stamps just the way it is. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, that's pretty fantastic. But I want to add just a little bit of variation in color. So I've got a little sponge dauber, and I'm going to use a little bit of the new Timid Tiger, and I just want to, it's a slightly lighter color. I want to just dab a little bit of that, kind of down the seams a little bit and around the edges. So it's just going to make it so that the pumpkin isn't all completely the same color. You have a little bit of shading on there. Okay, let's see how we did. Nice. So see how there's darker and there's lighter in there. Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted to just have a little tiny bit of difference. And then I think we need this little, we need this check. We need a check. And what color do we want to do the check? Maybe yellow. I'm going to put the check on the pumpkin, I think. So maybe we'll do, what other colors have I got? What did I pull over here? I don't want to do a green chicken. That's just not right. I'm going to do brown with a red head. Okay. Okay. Is this Cajun? I think it is. This will be perfect. Okay. So I'm going to do a little pecan. Okay. So when you stamp it, look at how cute he is. Adorable. But I am going to make his head a different color. So what I'm going to need, I'm just going to see if I have it in my catch-all tools here. Do I have a blender brush? I do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little blending pen, and I'm actually going to take, poor chicken, I'm taking his head off there. I am going to give it back, and I'm going to turn it into a different color. So I'm going to use my Cajun Craze, kind of a reddy rusty color, and we are going to turn that there. And you know what, I'm going to do a little bit along his feet too, like that. Okay, then I'm going to do a little just to moisten all that ink again, and I'm going to stamp him. And let's see how cute he is. Look at that. Adorable. So then we have a little two-tone chicken. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just get these ready to cut out, just like that. And I want you guys to get, you know, get your creative minds going. Now that you've kind of, I mean, this is the size here of our little tractor, and we're going to put our things in there. So I want you to think outside. Like, they've got an option of corn, they've got pumpkins, we've got the hay, we've got the trees. I want you to think outside the actual stamp set, the stuff that's in there. And what would you put in the back of this tractor? Like, what would you want a tractor bed full of? If you could, you know, think of the different stamp sets there are. If you could stamp, you know, the dies that we've got, many different dies, what would you put in them? That's the big question. I'm going to cut these out. Drop it in the comment. Let me know what you would put in the back of these tractors. Okay, I'm going to just run this through and we'll see what ideas we come up with amongst us all. Let's see, where is my other cutting plate? Let's just grab one. There we are. Okay, let's see, I can't see my screen from here. I can see some stuff though. Some comments coming through. Okay. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got my chicken. Oh my goodness, these are so cute. Okay, we do need to just add pumpkins back on there. Okay. All right, what have we got? Craft supplies. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Maybe the cute turtle and Christmas bells and trees, corn on the cob, fruit, apples, basket of berries. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Oh, we do have that bundle that has like the craft supplies, and it's got a die cut machine and a cutter and all that sort of stuff. Could you imagine putting a whole bunch of bundles of craft supplies? That would be so funny. I'm gonna have to do that for sure. Love it. All of the fall things. Dogs. Oh, that would be so sweet. Animals for sure. Yeah, so many different things, right? So you can definitely think outside of the stamp set. I'm going to use the stamp set tonight, but then I'm going to get a little bit creative with it over the next week, and we'll see what I come up with. But let's put this together. I'm going to do a little bit of blending on these little fenders for our tractor. So I'm going to pull in my brushes. Okay. And I'm just going to add a little bit of color. Okay. Now, you may have seen I did a little video on washing these brushes. Lots of you have amazing ideas and ways in which you clean them. Lots of you just spray a little bit of rubbing alcohol on the brushes and then just rub it on some cardstock. That is fantastic. The only time I wanted to clarify, because the only time that I end up washing my brushes is when I have used them for multiple colors. And like, I've had some of these for over a year, and when I was washing them, that was the first time that I have washed them. So I do not wash them very often. And as you can imagine, because they get used in lots of classes that I do, and sometimes even myself in my craft room, I put them on the wrong colors and they get a little bit muddy between colors. So they do get a little bit mucked up. So this is the first time I had cleaned them. It turned out fantastic. Wrapping them in the paper towel was a game changer. I wrapped it tight in the paper towel, and it got it like drew all of the water and the ink that was deep in the brush out. and it worked really, really well. So you can see that on my channel if you go back and have a look. Yeah, okay. But yeah, if you're just using it for one color, these Stampin' or blends, the blending brushes here, you do not need to wash them. In fact, letting the ink kind of build up in the brush gives you like a smoother blended surface when you're doing it on the white. It actually helps, I think, with the blending. Okay, I'm getting green fingers. All right, I'm going to do a little bit on the blue, and then we are going to put these adorable tractors together. Out in Central Saanich, so I live out towards the peninsula in Victoria, so not in like downtown Victoria. We have got lots and lots of amazing farms and country roads, flower stands, yeah, fresh veggies, country markets. So I live in an area like that, and it made me think of, I know a whole bunch of fabulous ladies that do 4-H in the area, and as soon as I saw this set, it made me think of that. And just the area that I live in out here, right? We often see tractors driving around. Okay, so I've blended a little bit. We're gonna start putting all of our pieces together for these tractors. And again, these were just cut out of different colors of cardstock. You can definitely stamp the wheels, and then the dies will actually cut out these pieces as well, okay? Or you can use just cardstock. So that is what I love about a lot of their bundles, is you have the versatility to get a couple different looks out of the bundles, because they usually have the option that you can use just your dies, you can stamp and cut, or you can use a little combo like I've done here with stamping and cutting these out, and then just die cutting out for the other pieces, right? Farming country, isn't that wonderful? Yeah, just, it's beautiful. All the flowers and stuff that are out this time of year. I love it. So I'm going to give away in a second one of my front folds, and I'll let you know, and then you can drop a comment if you want. Let me know if you have. Do you live in an area where you see tractors all the time, or are you more just city and it is very rare, right? Depends where you are across Canada, and even within the city, the different areas there are. Okay, so what I love about the dies is they're pretty clever when they go and they create these. So if you were to do just one tractor and one of the trailers, you would need one large wheel, and then you would need 3 small, right? So they have it so that you do the 1 large and 3 small, and you can run that through, and that gives you enough of these inside the tire pieces to just run it through once, which is perfect. Grain country, tons of tractors and fields. In the burbs, no tractors, right, Christine? Yes, you are in an area where there's no tractors. Although, you know, you're not far. You're never too far, right? Yes, Texas. Yeah, so we are definitely, there's lots of us that live in areas where we see all this great stuff, right? Okay, I'm going to start putting this together. This is going to go onto here. This is going to go onto here. And it's amazing how a little tiny bit of shading makes a difference. Okay. No, I brought you home that big sandwich thing. I'll eat those tomorrow. Okay. No, I'm good, thank you. My husband just got home from golf. and I picked him up. Talking about great country-like places. We went to the Red Barn, got some groceries, and if you're local, you know about Red Barn sandwiches and wraps. They are the best. So me and Molly had ourselves Red Barn wraps tonight. It's perfect. Okay, so there is those onto there. I'm just going to quickly add these pieces. Just along here like this. So I'm just adding a little bit of glue. This is the first time I put these together. So far they're going together pretty easy. So once you have all the pieces cut out, they go together, I think, pretty quick. I'd even thought about, I mean, you could have like a cool little shabby chic, and you could do these tractors with pattern paper, right? You could do more like white and silver, a more elegant tractor, country tractor. I mean, it doesn't all have to be about the country. You could have some fun with it. Okay, so there's those pieces, and we've got these ready to go. I'm probably going to pop out, I'm going to pop out, I think, the tractor part when I put these together. But let's bring in our base. Okay, so for a slimline card, if you don't know what a slimline card is, it is basically just a long skinny card versus our regular size card, which is about this size. Okay, this is the A2, this is a slimline. The nice thing is with the slimline, you can still put them through at a regular rate. Okay, so you don't have to pay extra for a slimline card. I'm going to add a little bit of glue. I textured this with our swirly texture that we've got, and I'm going to add just a tiny bit of color to it, just so it's not so white. So we got a little bit of movement in our sky. So we're going to do a little shade of blue in here, just like that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, got a couple pieces of our new, this year we have different patterns for our designer series paper packs, which are all the different color families. And I've got a couple neutral colors that I'm going to just rip and lay a little bit down on the bottom of the card. Okay, just so that it's not all white in the background. I want to have a little bit of fun with some colors. So I brought in, this is the pecan pie, and we've got like this leafy color on one side, and then we've got just kind of like some kind of grainy looking pattern on the back. For this one, which is the mossy meadow, we've got some flowers on one side, and then I've got just kind of this speckled as well. Okay, so I'm going to tear this up and I'm going to lay it around here. So we have kind of like a little bit of dirt, a little bit of grass, and then our tractor is going to go across. Okay, so for the size, that's a great question, Linda. So for a slimline card, what I tend to use for sizing is a piece that is 8.5 by 7. So 8.5 by 7, and I score it down the center at 3.5. Okay, that's always my card base. And then when I go to do a layer, I like to have a thicker border around it. I just love that look. So I use a 8 by 3 inch piece of white or designer series paper, whatever my backdrop is going to be. Okay, great questions. I love it when you guys have questions. Okay, now does anyone have the question of what is September's card club going to be? Is anybody wondering about that one? Because I'm gonna cut this because I have been working on it. I'm excited, and I've got one card done. I'm gonna just, let's see, I'm gonna go like this, I think, and then I'm going to rip another one. Okay, so I'll let you know what September is. October's card club. I have all the samples here. It is the Gallery Blooms, and we are breaking the rules on our card club, because I always do 4 designs and 2 of each, or lately I've been doing 3 of 2 designs and then 1 wow, right? But for August, because those gallery papers are so stunning and they are all so different, I'm making 8 different cards for August, and registration is open till the 10th of July. So I can show you 7 out of 8 of the cards. I've got 1 that I haven't made yet, and so I have to do that this week, but I wanted to get a jump start on September, and I've already ordered a whole bunch of stuff for the kids, so I am ready to finish creating those ones, and I'll share that in a sec. Make you wait a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of grass. I'm just going to rip this, and I'm just going to kind of make it kind of hilly a little bit, sort of. Okay, I'm going to glue these across just like that. So I'm just doing a background of some fun colors, not too tricky. I'm just ripping and placing this down. This is just going to make it fun for my backdrop for my tractors. I think it's going to look really adorable. So yeah, I'll have a few different things coming out, so you want to watch for the registrations for sure. One thing that if you joined a Facebook group, an event that me and Lori Bradley did before, our Friendship Collaborative group, whether you're from the States or whether you're from Canada, we had such a great time in that private little Facebook group, and we ran definitely a fun event together. So we wanted to do something new, and the new fancy birthday card kit is so fabulous that we wanted to do something fun with that and bring in some prizes and play a little bingo and all create 12 cards together. So that I'll have the information. The date of it is going to be, I'm pretty sure, I have to just double check with Lori, but I think we're going to be doing it on the 26th of July is going to be the live Zoom. See, look at that. Look at how just a little bit of tear and those beautiful pattern papers, how it makes a great background. That's going to be perfect for our little tractors here. So like I said, I'll give you all the info coming up. Oh, I love this. You won't see too much of the green grass. I'll try and lift it up a little bit so you do see a bit of it. And then I'll put the greeting maybe down below. So I'll lift it up a little bit so we can put our greeting down here, and then we can have more of the tractor, and you can see bits and pieces of the grass. Like I said, won't be too much of it, but you'll see a little bit of it. Okay, I'm going to just pop these where they're going to be. That is perfect. Look at how amazing this is. I love it. Now, before I go and glue that down, I have to make sure that my top of my tractor is not going to go off my page. I get so excited that sometimes I forget these things. Nope, we're going to be good. Okay. So yeah, so I'll put out the info for that event. And as for September, I'm going to move these around. I don't press them down right away because I put glue in the middle, and then I have a little bit of movement. A little bit of movement in there so I don't have to worry. Oh, that works pretty good. I don't think I have to move them. I think that will work. Hold on. Let's just double check. Yep, we're within the page. I'm going to move it down slightly. One little smidgen like that. Okay. And really the tires should line up more. It's not like the tractor's doing like a pop a wheelie, right? I mean, it could be a wild farm, bit of a party. Okay, so that is good there. The tractor, I think I'm going to do flat because I need to glue in like the little seat. And where is the details? I know you're here. Oh, I can't have lost all the rest of the pieces. They were all right here, right in front of me. I'm sure it's tucked under here somewhere. Okay, there is my trees if I want to use my trees. But what I'm looking for is a little black detail. I'm going to glue this down and then I'll have a little look around here. Okay, because tell you, I swear some days my craft room seems like a treasure hunt and I am constantly looking for the things that I had right in front of me. Okay, am I alone with that or not alone with that? I think we have all been there, right? Okay, we're gonna put that. Now I'm gonna put this like this. Okay. That's a little seat. Look at that. So cute. Now, the details of the tractor. It has to be some. Oh, there they are. I knew they had to be around here somewhere. Okay, so this here, look at how it gives it the detail. It goes right over top just like that. It's perfect. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm gluing these little pieces on here. I'm going to go for collaborating. Yes, Janice came and joined. Isn't she great, Janice? Yes, Janice joined us for our little collaborative group. It was so fun. Yeah, we have a good time. Okay, there is the front of the tractor. Okay, little steering wheel. So that is glued down like that. Okay, don't tractor tires go outside the fender? Probably. I'm a tractor rookie. I'm a tractor put together rookie. Oh, maybe? Hold on. Hold on, let's see. That's better? That is better. You're so right. But then, see, why do they have the stitching on the outside? That's what threw me off, is this beautiful stitching on the outside. You don't see that if you cover it up. I think that's why I went inside. But I know what you mean, right? Yes, they do. Cute tractors. Yes, they do. They're on the outside. See, then why is the detail on there? Okay. All right. I'll switch them up. It threw me off, right? I'm sure it goes either. Oh, we'll pop them on, but you know what? Maybe for the actual trailer part, then we'll tuck them. We'll do a little bit of both. How about that? It does make more sense to pop the tires out on this part. Okay, I got you guys. Okay, let's pull this one out before it sets. Come on. Okay, we've saved it. We got a little bit of glue on it. That's okay, because I mean, tractors are out in the field, they get dirty. Their tires aren't completely clean all the time, right? Okay, we're going with it. Okay, is that better? I think that's better. Okay, now let's add this one on here. And I think I want to do the green and then the blue. Maybe I want to do blue and then green. I think blue and then green. So I want to do, I think, pumpkins first. So I'm going to put the pumpkin in, just like that. Maybe under the, maybe more under the fender instead of way over top. I can't move them now. This is a trial. This is my trial. We learn together. I appreciate you guys. We learn together, right? I'm going to tuck the tires in for this one. That's what I'm going to do. How about that? Can I do that for this one? I think so. That's what I'm going to do. And that way I see the prettiness on the fenders. And I'm going to pop out the actual cart here. It's going to look fabulous no matter what. We know it. Okay, let's put this here. Love it. Okay, and then I'm going to move this. Yep, good. And we're going to pop this one out. Does that work? Just thinking out loud. See, you're my type of crafter. As I talk to myself and talk to all of you the whole time I craft. It's how we work it out, right? There. So cute. Okay, we forgot our little tractor top. I mean, it could be just open, but this little piece is so that if you want to have more of like a little top going on top of here like this, then you can. Let's see, it's going to go about like that. Okay, that goes like that. All right, now we're going to do this one and see how this is the perfect size. We need one more little tire here. But this is the perfect for slimline. It's great to do like a double. And like I was saying, how cute would it be to have a little party tractor, and then you could add presents in the back of one, and you could add a cake in the back of the other, or just a whole pile of balloons. Okay, that's looking like that's going to be good. And it could be a fun birthday tractor. I'm going to go 1. We are going to go 2. Now I'm hoping I left enough room for our cute little chick to go on top of our haystack. That's what I wanted to do. And I'm going to move these over. 1 and 2. Adjust them just a little bit. That's perfect. I'm going to pop this up. And then I can tuck my hay underneath it. Okay. It is a great set, hey? Which they're at the school. So cute. It is so cute. Okay, so this one's going to attach to this one. Like that. Okay, then we are going to put our hay like this. The back of here. And you could make it so that you have like 3 stacks of hay there if you wanted. I'm going to put this rooster is just hanging out right in the middle of here instead of on top, because he's not going to fit on top right now. Unless I cut down, I could trim this down a little bit so that he's a little bit more on the top. Because it is a slimline card, just means I got to cut the little stack a little shorter, tuck it down a little bit more, and then we can have this cute little guy going like this. Okay, there we go. So far so adorable. Okay, all right, so I'm going to go with, let's see where I am in all my comments. I'm going to go with comment number 5. Comment number 5 is going to get the first fun fold kit. Okay, put the rooster on a pumpkin. I could definitely do that and he would fit, although I already got him down. But yes, definitely I could have put him here and he would have fit perfectly, right? So we got Pat as number 1. Let's see. Like it on the blue. That's perfect. Okay, looking for Comment number, oh my goodness, see, it must have just kicked in. That always happens. Pat is 1, Mary Ann 2. Hello, Mary Ann. Eva is 3, Alexina is 4, and Barb, lucky Barb, you are number 5. Congrats. So I have got a fun fold for you, Barbara. Donald, congratulations. There we go. Lucky winner of the fun fold kit, which is awesome. And then I will give away one more fun fold as well in a second. I've got another one I'm going to give away. Now, I just want to show you, if you were to, I'm just going to cover this up. You could picture this like a red tractor, a snowy backdrop, and some Christmas trees. How sweet would that be? And then you could even do like a little snowman or presents in the back. So you could have Christmas presents and you could have Christmas trees. Wouldn't that be awesome? I just wanted to show like versatility of all the different seasons. You could definitely do flowers this time of year for sure. I love how this turned out at the bottom. That works well. I'm going to get a little greeting, and I got to pick which one it's going to be. I might do a little, hey, it's your birthday. That's what I think we're going to do. Hey, it's your birthday. Okay. So let's get out this here. You case away, Barb. Hello and welcome. Glad you're dropping in. It is so adorable, right? So I'm going to do the hay, and we're going to do it's your birthday, and we'll finish this off with a little greeting. And I do have to, I've got one card I want to show you for September's card club. I have got it done, and I think you guys are going to love the bundle that I'm going to be using, because it is, again, it's kind of going from summer into kind of adventure, fall. It'll be great for masculine cards because we did a lot of, although we did our fun little summery drinks, and then this month is the July, we're going to be doing the flowers of bloom. Next month is kind of not as like super pretty for like summer. It's kind of more elegant with the gallery blooms, and so we're going to be doing a more adventurous set for September. So I will share that with you in a second. I do have a little bit of white here. Let's stamp. What color should we do? I think I'm going to go with a little bit of the pecan pie because it's right here. I think that a green would look beautiful too, but I'm going to do pecan pie, I think. Okay, so I'll cut these down a little bit. There's the it's your birthday, and then we will do a little hay. That's adorable. Okay, and I'm gonna just use my little cutter here and just trim these up just a little bit like that. There, 1 and 2. Okay, so there's our hay, and I'm going to add that to the card. I'm going to pop it up, and then we're going to do the it's your birthday. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could stamp any of these greetings like actually onto the tractor, because this is so small that if you wanted to, you could actually attach it right to the tractor. Or let's see if I did this big enough. I was going to say, or it could be like a white stripe on the tractor. If I had thought about that, I would have tucked it maybe underneath the fender there. Let's see if I can get it under there. I don't think I can. So, but you could tuck it so that it was more like a white stripe on your tractor, and it has the greeting on it, if you know what I'm saying there. Okay, let's do the hay. I need some small little tiny dimensionals. Okay, so I think we're gonna go, we're gonna do a little hay like that from our little cute little rooster over by the hay, and then we're gonna do this one, and we're gonna do a little "It's Your Birthday" down here like that. I love it. We need embellishments though. Let me see. It's not finished without a little bit of bling, even if it's a more masculine bling. Let's see what I've got in here. I did have some out the other day that would be perfect. Let's see if I can find them. You know what? I'm gonna do, these might be, yeah, I'm gonna do these, just little pecan pie ones that I've got. These would work nicely too, but I think I'm gonna keep it just a little bit of shine here with these pecan pie. So let's go, let's go a little one. Let's do one there. Let's do one there, and let's do one right down there. Perfect. Okay. What do we think? There's a first look at Tractor and Co. Isn't that adorable? Like I said, you can have so much fun adapting this. Doing the double trailer thing on here is fabulous for a slimline card, and you are definitely going to see a little Christmas. Maybe I will do one coming up and post it. It will be Christmas in July, and I will do a red with green and some presents and some trees. I think we need to do that for sure. Okay, so there's our Tractor and Co. So before we go, I want to give away another fun fold. This again is, it's a little triple little folds. Actually, there's 3 different folds in this one. This was back April last year, and I just happened to come across it. So one of you are going to be lucky enough to grab this one, and I do have the video for this one, so I will be able to send it to you. Okay, so let's see here. We are going to go with just comment number 4. We're going to keep it nice and short. Comment number 4. Teresa, you are 1. I'm glad you love it. The little tractor. It is so sweet. Okay, so that's number 1. We're looking for 3 more, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using for September before we head out here. Let's see here. So Teresa is 1. Do we have any more comments? Who wants to get a fun fold? You let me know. Okay, there they go. It's again, it's always, let's see here. Okay, so I said number 4. Teresa was 1. Linda, you are 2. Alexina, you are 3. Eva, you are 4. I'm writing your name on there. This one is for you. Congrats. So this one is going to Eva. Perfect. The other one, I can write Barb's name on it. Congratulations to Eva and Barb tonight for being my comment winners. And I'm going to show you. So this is our creation tonight. Here is our August card club, which is the Galleries of Bloom. And like I said, I have got 4, 5, 6, and 7 out of the 8 cards in which you are going to be making for the month of August. 2 of them have these beautiful little pullouts, and you can see why I just couldn't resist making more than 4 different designs, because all the papers are gorgeous. There's 12 different papers. In fact, what I'm planning on doing is making 12 different cards. You will make 8 of them during our actual class, which you can do Zoom, in person, or just use my video and my PDF. but I'm going to include a PDF of the other 4 cards that I make with the other 4 pieces. Okay, so I'll be making one with every single sheet. Okay, these ones are so pretty with all the frames, of course. And then this is a little bit more detail, but I love it. And again, another one with all those fabulous frames. So that is August, and you can still register for that one for another 8 days. I'm starting to put the kits together this week and popping them into the mail shortly. Okay, and then as for the month of September, this is your first look at your first card. So we are going to be using the Scenic Adventure. I love this set. So as you can see, it's got some beautiful greetings on it and some elements of nature. But what is fantastic, I just dropped the die, is all of these pieces that create all of your elements of nature. So you've got like a little fire here, you've got some greenery for the trees, you've got some hedges, you've got some tree lines, some flowers, and then you've got a couple larger, they must be over on my table because I've been creating again, a couple elements of the actual mountains, and it's so great. So yeah, you will have a fun fold coming up with this one, as well as 3 other cards that we're going to be doing. And the greetings are great because I can put cheers to another, and in here you could put birthday. I can also add some designing series paper in here, to another journey, adventure. But I just love it. It's just so West Coast, right? I'm glad you've been waiting for this one. I know you have, Christine. Yeah. So, and we're going to be using the Boho Vibes paper, which is a really different look for this. I wanted to do something really different and bold. And then we're going to be using cloud cover. These are the goodies that are going to be within your kit. You're going to get cloud cover ribbon, and you are going to get these beautiful embellishments. These ones are the muted pastel embellishments. So that is what's going to be within your kit for September. Okay, so I won't have registration up and going until, I'll probably do it in about a week, because I still have August open right now, and I usually shut one down and then open up the next month. So but you can look forward to it. Okay, all right. Okay, that is tonight. Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that first look. Look at that, so cute. Perfect for Slimline, right? So I can't wait. If you have this bundle, I can't wait to see what you do with it. Share, post in the comments, and let us know what you end up creating with the little tractor. And yeah, I can just see it for all different seasons. I'm definitely going to do a little Christmas in July with the tractor for sure. And I hope that you guys join me for August, September. We're going to have a little kit together fun with Lori Bradley. So you can look for all of those things coming up to register. Okay. All right. Thanks everyone. And have a great evening. I will see you again on Friday morning, 9 a.m. I am going to be here live. We are going to have our little cuppa. I'll probably have a London fog. We are going to connect together. I love bringing us all together, and I'm going to create a little something fun. So I will see what I'm going to create. Tomorrow night I'll probably come up with it, and I will post maybe some measurements if you want to create along with me Friday morning. Okay. So any questions, I will go back and see if I can answer any questions that you have. Let's see here. Chanel wants to know, how do I inquire for this class? I'll be a Zoom. If you are wondering about the birthday, the fancy birthday one with the 12 birthday cards, and we're going to be doing some alternative projects, let me know. Send me a private message so that I know kind of what it is out of the classes that you're looking for, and then where you are located, because that makes a difference too. I am a Canadian demonstrator on the west coast of Canada, so unfortunately when it comes to any kits that I have for my classes, I can only mail out kits because they have products in them within Canada. That is just the rules of Stampin' Up. So that's why I do offer, because I have so many people who want to be able to do my classes but are not within Canada. So that is why I did open up, and you'll see it in the link, I opened up a PDF store, and in there you can find January, February, March, April, May, and June PDFs, which are like a full 6-page, full color, lots of photos and all the measurements on what you need to cut for the cards. So you get a full 6-page PDF, and then you get a 2-hour, and some of them end up being about 2.5 hours depending, full instructional video, where after you've done all your prep using that PDF, you join me. I give you an unlisted video, and you join me with a video, and it is like we are creating together. It's perfect. Really easy to follow, and you can do my classes that way. So I have all of the past ones, as well as Impressions of Bloom, which registration just closed on that one, but I have that one as well in the PDF store. And then if you're interested in the PDF for the gallery blooms class, if you go to August Card Club in that link and you look down at the bottom with the options, there is an option of international PDF video only, because I do have some ladies that join me and do the classes from Australia, some people in the States, so I can send you an invoice for the classes and you can join them from wherever. Okay, so I hope that helps. I'm looking for the PDF. Perfect. Go on to the link, the Linktree Sue's Paper Creations, which is in the description of this video, Chanel, and then you can go to the PDF store and you will find all the PDFs that I have. Okay, you'll also find, if you want it for the Gallery Blooms one, you will find that in my August Card Club registration. Okay, so I will look for that. Any other questions? You guys just reach out. Okay. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.